Hello there, I am Man in Yellow and welcome back to the Road to Summerfall Fears for Arena series. I'm just gonna play some more games, get a bit further into Doomsday hopefully. Depends on how many people we get that are level 15 or whatever. Hopefully we get people who are somewhat close to my current level or rank, whatever you want to call it. I would prefer if they're just close to my rank though. They don't need to be the same level obviously, but just don't give me people who have like overpowered units right now. That's more of a problem than the levels really. When they just start throwing Hematic Instincts out. Or Frosties. I think I'm just gonna do the slow opener here. It's fine. Should I even go for a 1-key? Doesn't even protect the top. Guess I'll just skip. Get a snappy in here a bit earlier then. Save 1-keys for later. I can't take the point up here anyway, so there's no real point in going for a 1-key right now, I don't think. Other than a bit of more, like, higher early game pressure, I guess. Also, the fact that they just banked here is very interesting to me. To 6, even. I think I'm going to go for a Bomangles first. Could have like set up a thread on that to push it away, but I can't really be bothered. Could also play for the Flesh Crawler maybe at some point here. Is it ever worth to just walk up and hit that? I don't think it is. Although maybe it is. If I just hit that and they hit back for 500 and move away, they will have healed and dealt more damage. But the phobia they have is more important to make vulnerable, I guess. Also, that's an erratic very early on. I think I'll just stay here and we can do this very early. This also forces the Murder Wing away. Or at least it should. Maybe my Gravedigger should have been down here and the sheep should have been here. So that I could try locking them out of the map. Since they have no 1-keys right now, Bachelor is pretty nice to throw in here. Should I go for Flesh Crawler this game? Maybe I should. Are they also just letting me poison that? I mean, I know it doesn't fully kill or anything, but I still... Like, maybe I should just do that. Just go in and poison it. If it takes like 1500 from the poison, which is what it would be what, 800-ish health? A bit less actually. Because it's not 1500, it's nearly 16. So it would be like 700 health, then I can kill it in 2 hits. It's not bad for me, I don't think. What more do I want? I probably want something fast like the Ginsting or Primate now. I think the Ginsting is a bit better in the current situation. Do something like this. Oh, this should be here. Right? In case they do that, we can Does that work out? Actually, the Ginsting should be in another spot. It should be here. I'm pretty sure. So then it can go up to the top in case they try to be aggressive with the Erratic and hit my Bomangles with it. And it's more flexible. Doesn't mean that it would have to stand on lava if I move forward, but it would have to do that anyway. And I'm not gonna move forward on the microscopic anyway. Most likely. I'm just getting a bunch of damage in on this Erratic. And the Bachelor is super annoying for them. The hope here is that they can't kill the Bachelor because it's too annoying. It would be very nice for me. What exactly are they even doing here? Putting down a wall? But they're the ones who have to be offensive. Oh, they're dealing a bit of damage. I was like, they're the ones who have to be on the offense here, though. This wall is actually bad for them right now. I think I'll just take the bottom point with the Bachelor. Get a bit of damage on them that way. Could even keep this in here. Let's do something like this. And then bank, probably. Or it's maybe just Snappy. Snappy might be better than banking. Probably is, because I only have 3 real phobies here. The Bachelor is gone. And I want to fill out my team. So having a Snappy is pretty nice. Can also defend the bottom point very well. Okay, they're just throwing away the Gravedigger, kind of. It's not dead, but it's gonna take a bunch of damage. This thing is taking so much damage from the poison. So that's gonna be good for me, I think. Let's start moving the Bomangles up towards getting healed also. The Gravedigger is kind of weird because I want to destroy the block, but I kind of can't. Because I want the Snappy out here also. Maybe the Snappy should just be here though. Maybe that's fine. Because I don't even need to be in range of attacking them right now. I can just be annoying. Do we want a 6 key for the final? We probably do, right? We could also split it into 2 1 keys and a 4. Which could be better. Nah, let's just go for a 6 key. Both Klepto and Erratic are very nice into them. Especially when I also have a Gravedigger that will soon have a block up. They're really not that over leveled. It's only what, like 5 levels-ish? 4 or 5 levels, that's not a lot. It's like totally winnable. Do we even move that in here? We don't even need to be near the bottom point right now. Erratic or Klepto is the question. I think it might be a Klepto. The reason why I'm thinking of going Klepto is because I'm threatening to kill this next turn. If I do that. Don't really want to walk forward with this though. Maybe like this is good. I'm threatening to kill it with the AoE from the Ginsting and the hit from the Klepto. Which is very, very nice. Klepto is also just less vulnerable as compared to going for something like Erratic. Erratic can get poisoned with like a sheep or a Noxious, which would be annoying. Maybe they have Smiley or whatever. It's very possible that it was better to go for double one key to take this point and then finish it off with a primate to drain their keys a bit though and have a fast phobie. I mean, this is also kind of a fast phobie, but you get what I mean. Another good fast phobie. Now this is healed soon, so we can start moving out again. Actually, this should be here. Should I just let it fully heal? I probably should. This is stalling in my favor right now, because they are down a panic point and they're not doing anything about it. So I can just sit and do nothing if that's what they want to do. They're trying to get some poke out of the jar cannon, but that's very rough in this situation. So I could kill the erratic here, but I'm definitely not going to. That would be bad for me. Now we start moving the bow forward. Since the jar cannon is further back, we can actually move a bit forward with these two. Something like this, maybe, we can do. Start hitting the block now also. Should I even move forward into the erratic though? That just gives him a target. It's probably better to just sit and do nothing. Just be annoying. Could hit the block still, I guess. The block is not good for me. But yeah, they're the ones who have to do something eventually here. So I'm just not gonna bother with moving, really. And if they move too forward, I can end up killing the erratic for free, so that's not good for them either. They're trying to set a block up with this. Is this the turn I go in? I can kill both of these, which is really cool, but the bad thing is that the might gets a lot of hits. And I don't get to take the point down here. Could also just move further back. Like, why not, actually? They don't get anything from me moving back here. I can still place the block all the way back here, but then they can't even hit anything with it. That wouldn't even really matter for me. Guess we can even keep this forward also. Which means it should be this forward, maybe? No, it shouldn't. Something like this is good. Move this like this. Maybe the Klepto is better out there, but I kind of want the erratic to go in on this turn now. Okay, they are going in. This was kind of like the perfect circle for them to go in. But also if they go in here, they're kind of in a bad position. So I kind of like that for me. They should have been down here. Placed that wrong, but it's fine, I think, for the position stuff. So this wants to move out here, I'm pretty sure. Means the Gravedigger wants to move forward to here. This wants to move forward to here. Probably. Which means this has to AoE. We can't kill this, can we? Oh, we can. That's really good then. They only have 2 phobies left now. They do get a lot of return damage, but like, yeah, it's a stim padded jar and a microscopic free hitting. But I just destroyed their entire team, so it should be fine. They can just kill like the Gravedigger and that's about it. Or they can kill the Klepto. Either way, it's game over. Maybe it was better to just go in on the other turn. I just didn't want to give them any like way out there. Letting my sheep connect was also a bit weird. They just let me hit that. Let's see if they're just doing the usual stuff here, or if they go Mike or something. Mike probably should be the usual counter opener. At least that's what I've heard from people, that they think is the best. There's just some fast phobies. Also fine. Probably cannot take points, but these underleveled? No, they just only got Cassowary recently, probably. We just do this, right? Then the Ginsting. Could also be Primate, actually. Is Primate better against what they have right now? It's likely just the Ginsting, though. Still. Wait, we can't kill that with the Ginsting. It should be raise them out up here then. Just so that we have a threat on the 1 key if it goes to the point down here. The better setup, I think. Could also put my cowbell 1 tile further forward. That would have enticed them to fight a little bit, but I don't even think that's bad for me. See, they are taking there. Are they defending it? Probably. No, they are not defending it. It's also very hard to defend that, I'm pretty sure. That means this 1 key is just dead. Do have to use the ability, but that's not really a big deal. So, pretty happy with that. This is where I would normally want the 2 key, but the only one I can really go for is Gesundheit. And do I want that phobie in here? Can also go Murderwing, but they're probably going to summon a big turret. I think I'm going to go for Gesundheit with a 1 key maybe, or maybe no 1 key. It'll also just be a... Actually, is it just a Bachelor? It's probably just a Bachelor, no Gesundheit. That way we bang to 5, so we can go 4 key into 4 key, or we can go for a 5 key. It's probably 4 key into 4 key. Or 4 key into something bigger, or multiple phobies. Whatever. Aren't they kind of vulnerable to sheep here also? I think they are. Sheep moving in here is just scary for them. Question is if I go aggressive on this turn and do this stuff. I think I'm definitely throwing a sheep in here against what they have right now. Might seem weird with the healing spine, but this is a lot of burst damage and it's AoE, which is good here. Question is what I do with these. I'm thinking of just taking the point and dealing damage to them. This forces them into doing a play. See what they would do. They jump here, double hit with Jar Cannon. Hit here, then they would get nuked, so that's not good. I think that's very hard for them to play the game from here. Like, no matter what they do, they're going to get sheeped, pretty much. And this jump isn't even good for them, because the Cassowary isn't useful after. This is like really rough for them. If they hold this point, the cassowary also just dies to the AoE. So they can't even really do that. And now we can bring a primate after. Is this even enough damage? Cowbell deals like no damage, right? It is not enough damage, as a matter of fact. Means I'm just going to hit them once, I believe. Probably with AoE then. Back all to here. Keep the cowbell somewhere. Maybe all the way back here. That's kind of far back, but it's fine. We just throw the primate in. Holds the point really well. Only problem with this play is that they can go in here and take the point. Which means the primate should be one further in, so they can't do that. And then this just sits here, and this sits here. Wait, no. I think my sheep would die if I did that, wouldn't it? Maybe it would. Might have panicked, I don't think it would actually. Maybe it would have, I'm not sure. My brain is too lazy to do the math on that right now. Could just kill this, which is pretty nice. At least if I jump up here, it's nice. If I jump forward, it's not nice. I think I'm going to jump forward, though, if I try and do that. I'm pretty sure this jumps forward, right? Which is unfortunate. I wanted to jump up here, so then we can do this play. Oh, it does jump up. I thought it would jump towards the Gravedigger, but I guess I'm wrong. Just staying out of Dark Cannon range also. Guess it's time for Murderwing. The sheep and the cowbell should actually be swapped here. Never mind. This play should be like this. Because the cowbell wants to go to this point next turn. And the sheep wants to go into the middle of the map. So this fits better, I think. Also, the Murderwing should probably be here. Just to protect its point up here. Can still reach anything. And they're not that likely to go in here and fight me, I don't think. If they do, it's kind of very bad for them anyway. Can't really go in here without losing the game. The only thing they can kill is the cowbell. And that's just like not good enough, obviously. Guess that's what they're doing, maybe. Seems very wrong. But I guess they have no option. And then they bring a sheep behind is probably the plan. To try and get a big AoE poison on me. But they'll only ever get 2 hits with it here, I'm pretty sure. If I had the ability up, I would just go aggressive, but I don't. We just get a bunch of kills. It's probably just game over, right? Even if they go in here with the sheep. Like, I can retreat with my own sheep, I can kill this. Or I can just go all in on their heart and they should lose. So I think that's just game over. We just bring Jar Cannon. Or something else. I think I'd just bring Jar Cannon because I want maximum range here. Just as much range stuff as I can get, and none of the others really make it. I could have gone Gesundheit actually, that was probably the correct choice. But if I go to Gesundheit, I'm forced into Snappy, so that doesn't make any sense either. It's just Jarkanen into Gravedigger. I didn't really plan out the last couple keys there very well, but I don't think it matters. So, whatever. She really wants to move one up if I can make it happen, while still killing everything here. Let's see if I can. Otherwise I'm just gonna have to not do it. How much health is that at? Oh, that's still a lot. I don't think I can make it happen. I think I'm just going to go all in here, then. Oh, we should actually... No, we can kill this. It's fine. Just do it this way. Take the point. Also take the top point. We can't summon anything here. That's fine. They are taking a very large amount of damage. And they're hard. And even if they can poison things here, they're going to die before the poison matters. And they're also poisoned themselves. So, it's fine. They can't deal with my Murderwing either. So this is just game over, I'm pretty sure. Especially because Primate can jump on their heart next turn. I didn't even really look too much at their levels outside of the cassowary. Their levels are around level 9, and then they have a high level Jarkanen, because they probably bought the event, I would guess. That's why they have that. Either way, they're dead. Should hit it with Jin Sting, and we should summon a monster. I only have this as a monster. It's fine. Don't you also get keys for killing monsters? I think you do. This is still lethal. Or not keys, you get event points for killing monsters. Just maximizing the event points still. Because I think the event is still on. I can't even remember right now. It's still on for like a week or so, I think. We killed some phobies with Primate. So that's good, I guess. Well, the event is definitely still on because it just gave us something. 5 days. Okay. I don't think we're getting this in this episode, but probably the next. I'm definitely not making it all the way down to the bottom here this time. I started in like the middle of the event, I think. So, hard to make it there. Unless you play like 10 matches every day as a new player. Or just a lot of monsters. But you can't really be doing that if you want to win. You have to play to win then. Of course, like in the end there, I just brought extra monsters for the points. Because it could be the difference between getting like a pack extra or some extra resources. So there's no reason not to do it. Also, this will be the last game for this video. I'll just do 3 matches here and then probably 2 for the other one. And then we'll be maxed out on tiers. And I should mention this, I also took a little bit of a break. You probably didn't notice because of how I uploaded the videos. But there was like a 3-day break here. Not because I didn't want to play, just because I had other things to do. Hola. And I should make sure that my queue doesn't run for too long. Like you saw me cancel it there, that was actually to show something, but I should definitely be doing that. Just to make sure that the queue doesn't go for like 1.5 minutes, and then I get someone who's Sum of All Fears or Doomsday 3 or whatever, with level 15s and 16s. Those matches aren't exactly playable. I mean, they're playable, they're just not winnable. That's very similar. Yeah, they're only one level over with that. Can they kill with a jar cannon then? Let's assume their jar cannon is the same level as mine. That would be, what, 700 damage on a 1 key? They can definitely kill it if I put this in. Actually, no, they can't because it's not on the point. What am I even talking about? I can definitely just go Cowbell here. Cowbell and Razor Mouth, probably. Or is it a Bachelor angle? It's probably a Bachelor angle, actually. It's a better one here. We don't have Snowball, so we can't even punish them that hard if they just go to the middle and play aggressively. But I don't know if they will do that, because most players don't. And if they do, I might just try and punish them for doing so. I do also have some 1 keys, so I can be aggressive in return if it comes to that kind of thing. This is actually a pretty okay move. Would be better if they have a half-E or something to put in front. They're trying to like go aggressive on both sides here, I think. Which makes a lot of sense. I could just do this though. Isn't that really bad for them if I do that? Just like full aggression back towards them also. And go jar cannon and even hit them. Start like just bullying them straight up with the 1 keys. Might have been correct to have put the Bachelor down here actually. I don't know if that's correct or not. I'm putting it up on the other side in case they actually fight back here instead of just moving away. But okay, they're just moving away, so that's fantastic. Now comes the big question. Do I fight this unbearable? If it just moves to the point here. Because I could try to just fight it. They have clinical, so they are probably level 20. Just looking at their levels, they're almost definitely level 20. They didn't even hit any of my units, by the way. That's very nice for me. Put this here, we hit this unbearable. Move this here. We can't put the jar cannon in here. Anywhere near the unbearable. Because they'll jar cannon and kill my unbearable then. Or kill my jar cannon with the unbearable and the jar cannon. Although that is pretty rough for them to do here, actually. If we assume that they did that, they would double hit here, move forward, hit the jar cannon, move their own jar cannon here, hit. I would then double hit this. No, that wouldn't be good for me still. I should just keep my jar cannon where it is, I think. $1,000 damage to the heart. I am throwing away 1 keys here, obviously. But they do also have to recapture these points. I maybe shouldn't have taken this with my Razor Mouth, actually. It's now killing their Razor Mouth is slightly annoying. But not really, I can just double hit here, right? The only annoying part is killing this now. If only we had a 3-mover, that would solve that problem. Because then I could put it here, block for a turn. What do I want to do into this, actually? Do I just leave the Bachelor alone? I just leave the Bachelor alone. So sure you get to stay alive. And we bring in a Klepto, maybe? We do have to play either aggressively or for a fight. We can't play like the long game because they have a healer and I don't. So that would obviously be a bad idea to do. The Bachelor is a great choice for them here also. It's my mistake for putting the Razormouth so far back. The Razormouth should have sat here last turn. I just didn't really think about that. At least we are being very annoying to them right now though. Which I like. What do I follow up with behind this? It's so hard to follow up with the phobias I have right now. Because I want to walk over and hit this Clinico. But then they're maybe moving forward with this and fighting me, so I need some backup. And I hate going Eternal Knight as the backup. Let's assume I do this. Play here. Because that's what I'm thinking of doing. Can't use the jar cannon for anything really. If I had a spot, this would be so good to put a spot behind. But I do not have a spot. So... is it just Gravedigger, or is it Eternal Knight, or is it one of these pieces of garbage? Could just be the Gravedigger, to be honest. Gravedigger isn't bad on this map, and I just need something to support this aggressive movement. So this is pretty okay, I think. I'm trying to force them to fight me right now, in case it isn't obvious. Okay, they're moving in here. But they're hitting. And taking the point with something else. It must be something huge. There's an ogre in here. There's a small problem with that play for them though. I can lock them out with Gravedigger. Now they can of course break a block and Gravedigger stuff, but like... their heart is very much dying right now. Which means if I do this... they have to destroy this block, which means they need to move the ogre first. So the ogre can't attack me here. And I just get to move in here with this even. I think. You can move this in here if we want to, but then they would easily kill it. Maybe I just keep my bow on the point. Are we murdering behind? It should be very hard for them to survive, I'm pretty sure. Especially because I have so many points, and it's very hard to take any of these points back. Because I have units on these, and this is too far away, so they can only take this. Oh, this isn't even dead. That's so bad for them. The ogre is one level too low compared to the Gravedigger. Rest in pieces. Lives at 5 health. And I can just hit their heart with the Klepto now. If I want to, or I can hit the ogre and just kill the ogre. That's like unplayable for them. Guess they can jar cannon this. But that doesn't do much for them either. Either way, they're just dead. Like I said, we had to go aggressive because they have a Clinico and I have no healing. So that's just what I did. Oh, they die, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yes, they die. just so I don't have to do the other actions. That was a rather fast one at the end there. Started out like fairly slow, but then they moved their bowmangers up there, and I could just overwhelm them, force them back, get free damage. Then I ran in with the Klepto, and it was just game over for them. The Ogre was definitely not a correct play there either, especially not at only level 3. Even if they had like a level more than that and they killed the Gravedigger, I think it was still game over for them though. Because they would not be able to deal with my Klepto fast enough. It would just kill them on the following turn. Like, I just hit everything with the heart, and then I think the heart would live with a little bit of health, and Klepto would finish them a turn out later. So that was still game over no matter what, I'm pretty sure. Those were a decent bunch of matches. I don't think I got anyone like very over leveled there. 35, 52, 54, that's very, very good. They're also very close to my actual rank here. Unlike like some of the opponents I got before, which are like, I think I got one, yeah, like 2,900. They're basically Sum of All Fears here. Like almost Sum of All Fears. Like that is very, very over leveled. This was much closer to what it should be. Anyways though, like I said, just 3 matches in total per episode. Or 2, depending on which episode it is. So I will see you guys in the next video. And bye.